You've probably texted at least one person today. You've probably sent or received an email, seen a DM, or gone through an instant messenger. These days, we're using digital messaging so much that it's very easy to never know when you've stumbled across a text lie. In this video, we'll break down the science behind the text message red flags that are important to spot. In today's age, communication through technology is shaping how we communicate rapidly, especially for businesses and other transactions that work primarily through the virtual world. It's easy to wonder if the person on the other side of your text or email chain is lying to you. But don't worry, you don't have to wonder anymore. The Success Bistro is here to help you increase your detection radar for red flags. Number 1. Lack of first-person pronouns. There's a psychological science behind how a person uses more first-person pronouns when they're being truthful. And why shouldn't they? They perform the actions. They take ownership. So when you're reading that email, look to see if the sender is verbally distancing themselves by less frequently using words like I, me, or my. Verbal distancing is the same as nonverbal distancing. You're basically standing back from the lie. An example of this would be saying something like, leaving the front door unlocked is not something a responsible person would do, instead of just saying, I left the front door unlocked. See how they're not directly admitting to the lie, but aren't denying it completely either? Our brain doesn't like lying. This is called a lie of influence, which is one of the 3 types of lies. On a side note, you can learn more facts like this in our lie detection course on Udemy. The Success Bistro has many courses similar to our YouTube videos on Udemy, so if you're interested in taking a part in them, do it. Number 2. Past tensing. A deceptive person will most likely refer to events in the past rather than the present. This is most likely because the deceiver is trying to take things from their imagination. A real-life example of this would be Susan Smith, using phrases such as, my children wanted me, they needed me, and I know I can't help them, in the 1994 case. Keywords like this suggest that she already knew her children were dead. A truth teller, on the other hand, wouldn't know this fact and therefore use the present tense. Number 3. Concrete versus abstract. Since a liar is generally generating a story from their imagination, some of their cognitive resources are being used to make it believable. This suggests a lower amount of cognitive complexity is being used, and this allows liars to easily access concrete descriptions rather than abstract evaluations or judgments. For example, they might say, I walked to the park, rather than something like, I usually just drive on Route 14, but since today was a beautiful day, I decided to walk to the park. Number 4. Unanswered questions. People don't often enjoy lying, so before their brains leak the truth, they mention something unrelated or ask a question within a question. This is a go-to method for people who want to dodge the truth. Number 5. Swear oathing. Another sign of deception is known as the oath or promise. A person will try and convince you that they are not guilty by adding verbal phrases like, I swear, cross my heart, or to be honest. People who are actually telling the truth are confident enough not to have to back up their statements with an oath. If something someone says to you feels off, circle back around and ask more about it. But before you click out of this video, remember these 2 things. 1. Take everything that's being written or said into context. And 2. There should be a cluster of red flags before you even begin to accuse someone of lying to you. If you want more content like this, I recommend watching our video on how to get someone to confess. We tell you the 7 steps on how to get someone to confess to you. Really helpful. So thank you for watching this video. For more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the Success Bistro.